quick shout out as we get going here, really for the significant others, of the coaches and the players. In particular, my wife. I got it's been a hard transition here. We had baby number 3 about 4 weeks ago, so she's got her hands full, and I feel for her right now. But hon, if you're listening, I promise she'll eventually sleep through the night. I promise. So we're getting there. She's making it through. But exciting to get going again. Nice to be back on the grass, and I know the players are jacked up and ready to go. So open it up from there.
Congratulations first off.
Thank you.
Just does it feel better, like you kind of hit the ground running now that you're not so much install like it was last year, building this system? Now you've got a year under your belt. You look at practice yesterday, you guys were pretty efficient. I know that'll go up and down, but are you pretty happy with where you started, kind of hit the ground running? At least it looks that way from the outside.
Yeah, to me it feels like it's an offense going into year 2. The conversations that are being had, particularly from the guys that were here last year, are what we talked about in the springtime. It's less learning concepts. It's now understanding the answers to the problems, because every play call, defenses present problems, and now we got the solutions. We're a lot quicker getting to those solutions than what we were. So we have made a step forward, and that's really with the vets. The young guys, they're still, they're drinking through a water hose right now, which is a good thing. We're trying to make this really, really challenging for all of our players. And as we go through camp, the mentals is what we look at quite a bit. So the mental errors, I should say. Right now, we're pretty good, but as we get going, the more volume, the more that'll go up. And the guys that end up making our team are the guys that can handle the volume and deal with it. So.
In regards to young guys drinking through a fire hose, just at first glance, it seems like Sam Laporta has really hit a good stride early for a young player. We know the difficulties of young players learning that position, in particular, just given the complexities. You've coached the position. What is your impressions of, I guess, just where he is in the process of learning what he needs to know to contribute early?
Yeah, I think as a coaching staff, we're very much you need to earn your stripes, and so you saw in the springtime he got minimum work with the first team, and he's earned the right now to be in that first team huddle with Jared and that offensive line. He's proven that over the course of the springtime and the work that he's put in. So encouraged with where he's going. He's still making mistakes. He's still learning. We are putting a lot of pressure on him to pick it up, but I think he's in a really good spot for a first-year tight end, particularly with, like I said, the volume we're applying with the installs right now. So to see him be able to go out on the field and make plays, pass game and run game, I think we're headed the right direction.
Much of that reset when the pads come on for that position in particular?
A lot. It's a position that if you cannot block and deal with the physicality, then in our offense, the value goes down. Tight ends that can't block really are glorified receivers, and that's really a lot of Sam's value that he had at Iowa, was the ability to do both, be a pass catcher and also a run blocker. So looking forward to see that versatility come to life when we do get the pads on.
We all saw, obviously, the reports and everything of the summer and everything you had to go through, as far as the coaching positions and coming back. But I guess, you felt you were on the cusp of building something special. Now that you're here in training camp, does it still feel that way? I mean, does it still feel like you guys are on the cusp of building something special here in Detroit?
Yeah, I think every training camp, you go in optimistic about the direction of the unit you're working with. It doesn't matter if you're quality control, position coach, coordinator. I think you're always excited about where it could head, and this is no different. But just like Coach and the players have been saying, it's all about putting in the work right now. That's really what it comes down to. We'll peak up once the season starts and see where we're at. But right now we got a long way to go to get where we're capable of going.
Ben, that being said, it's also your commitment. I mean, like you just said, there were a lot of talk about whether here or there. Have the players responded to you personally about the mere fact that you've made your commitment to this in the long haul? Because you all have the same goal and the same mindset.
Truthfully, it's not about me, and it never has been. And so for them, I think it's a player's game. They're going out there playing. Yeah, I'm still here. Whether they like me or not, I don't really know. But the fact of the matter is, like, it's about them, and that's the mindset we take as a coaching staff each and every day. It doesn't matter who is the coordinator, who's the play caller, who the position coaches are. We're here for them to make them the best players that they can possibly make this organization win as many games as we possibly can. So. Sure, I guess so. But once again, it is not about me. This narrative that I'm back, no. This is about our guys, man. This is about our guys right now. They're the ones going out there winning football games for us.
And you guys welcomed in Bridgewater the other day. You guys talked about him. But can you just talk about the way Nate's played? It looks like dating back to the spring, he's played pretty good football. Just your evaluation of Nate over the spring, and I know it's only 4 days in, but early in camp.
No, he last year we didn't have him for camp, and so this is great because he is getting full speed live evaluation right now throughout camp. Can't wait to see him in preseason games and function at a high level when the bullets are flying. Right now it feels like he's come out with great command, great control. He's throwing with accuracy. He's making good decisions, and so him as well as the rest of the guys. The consistency is what we're looking for. We can't have flash players. And so for him, it's just building, stacking up good days one after another. And he's been able to put a couple good ones back to back so far.
What are your early impressions of Amarat? I mean, we saw him yesterday, but early impressions, and did you challenge him at all to come back, improve in any department, or what ways have you saw him grow over this offseason?
Yeah, he doesn't need any more chips on his shoulders, so I don't need to motivate him too much. It's funny because Jared will text me during the summer, and they're out there throwing in California, and by the way, I don't know how hard of a throw it is to throw a dagger with your eyes. I don't know why that took off quite like that, but tell him I said that, Jared. But no, Jared texted me and he's like, St. Brown, huge year. That's all he said. Just St. Brown, huge year. So Saint has attacked this offseason probably like he's attacked every offseason, and the experience that he has under his belt, 2 years in the NFL, going in second year in this offense, he has a great understanding where he needs to be, when that ball is going to be there, and hopefully we can take that into the season.
Just mentioned about Sam. I was curious about a couple of rookies. Antoine looks like he's done some good things. Just a little bit seeing him out there, and then obviously Gibbs too, just since he's a freshman. But just share your thoughts on those two guys and what you've seen so far.
So far, so good. Sam is learning a lot. He's got great movement skills. He made some plays in the passing game yesterday. That was pretty good to see. Getting in and out of breaks, impressive. Like we talked about before, can't wait to see what he is as a run blocker starting this weekend when we get the pads on. And then with Jameer, he's learning quickly. We've kept him learning the basic running back stuff right now, but we're going to start pushing the envelope a little bit as we keep going through camp. The interesting thing is, we got the Giants coming in so early that our install has to be condensed a little bit. So we're getting pretty aggressive. And so the volume, the things we're asking them to do, it's going to escalate quickly. And we'll find out a lot more about these young guys probably within the next week and a half. Antoine showed up. I think he had some reps with Jared yesterday. And that's a product of, we got a couple guys dinged up and not practicing. But same thing, like Sam, talking about Sam earning that right. Green has earned that right to get a couple reps. And so he's starting to develop a little bit of trust. He's playing faster than what he was in the springtime. And that's his biggest challenge right now. He's a 4-4 guy. He needs to play 4-4 every single snap. And when he does that, he shows an ability to get open.
What are the other benefits of having two teams come in for training camp and joint practices, and in terms of ramping up the urgency already off the bat?
Yeah, to me, that's what it comes down to, is the urgency, is the intensity. Over the course of most training camps, there's ups, there's downs, and we've got 10, 11, 12 practices. I'm not sure exactly what that number is to get our installs in, and then boom, it's the Giants, and then boom, it's Jacksonville back to back. And so there's not going to be much time to dip down. There's not going to be much time. So it helps us as a coaching staff. We don't have to do much to motivate our players. Shoot, we'll have the fans out there. We got the pads on, and then these other teams come in, and the competition just goes up, goes through the roof.
And you said this is the, it's not about you, but what are your expectations for yourself and how you can get better this season?
From a play calling perspective, I think I can be, I take that back, not from play calling, I'd say from a preparation standpoint, being more efficient. There were some late nights, and we had some tired coaches over the course of the season. I'm hoping to be more efficient with the game plan process to help us, to help the entire process throughout the week. On game day, I don't know that much will change. We're pretty much hazing the barn by the time we get to kick off, and we know exactly what we want to do once the game gets going. So I don't think that's going to be an issue, but the preparation part, I'm hoping to be a lot more efficient, and our coaches, I mean, they do a heck of a job getting me the information, but it took me last year a lot of time to sift through it. So hopefully that'll accelerate.
Just as a backup or follow-up, this season's a lot about expectations for the entire team, but there's probably no higher expectations for anybody than for you, from outside at least. Do you like that? Do you embrace that? High expectations on yourself?
I've always had high expectations on myself. It didn't matter what position I was in, so to me it's business as usual.
Said you were the best offensive coordinator in the league.
Mark Brunell sent it to me. So, thank you. I'll see you guys.